Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo,
What's going on?
Super Bowl, baby. You ready now? I got my Super Bowl jersey on. Are you ready?
Yeah. So we here now the day before the big game. The KG's Eagles will be going against Mahomes Chiefs. KG's decked out in his Super Bowl gear. You looking ready? You ready, partner?
Ready, partner. Ready. Ready.
What's the latest coming out of the Eagles camp?
But as for now, so far everybody is healthy and ready to go. Other than the punt returner, Britton Coffee, he's not ready. I think they brought up Devin Allen, the punt returner, the speedster, the Olympic hurdler from Oregon who they drafted. He's probably gonna take over as punt returner over for Britton Coffee. But I mean the team is healthy, everybody's healthy and ready to go. I mean, yeah, we all know about Jalen Hurts' arm injury. I mean his shoulder injury. He be ready to go. Lane Johnson, we all know about his abdominal injury. He be ready to go. Um, Landon Dickerson, we all know about his ankle injury. He'll be ready to go. So the whole team will be ready to go. Same thing as for Avante Maddox. So it should be full go on all cylinders. We should be ready to go. And let's let's win this game. I mean, we've been in championship games many times. I mean, this is the second, well, the third time, a fourth time we've been to a Super Bowl. This is probably, hopefully, we come up with a victory. I think last time we came out with victory was 2017. The other two times we didn't come out. I think it was in the 1980s against the Raiders and in 2005 against the Eagles when we didn't. I mean, against the Patriots when we didn't get a victory. But it's gonna be a hard fought game. The Chiefs, who they are. Who Patrick Mahomes is and Andy Reid, and of course Travis Kelce, and those are the ones who actually gonna most likely win the game for that team. It won't be. It might be maybe a little unsung hero by maybe a Jerick McKinnon, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, maybe a Valdez Scantling, or Juju Smith-Schuster, but I mean most likely either it would be on the shoulders of Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and Travis Kelce, and also Steve Spagnuolo because he's working with some rookies in his secondary. Um, like I said before on Tuesday, being that you have rookies in the secondary position for the Chiefs, being that you have being that you have Pro Bowl wide receiver in AJ Brown, possibly Pro Bowl wide receiver All Pro in Devontae Smith. I mean, you should be able to eat these receivers alive. I mean, the only thing that probably you might question a little bit is Spags' defensive scheme and blitzes against Jalen Hurts. How is he gonna be able to react to that? Because Spags is gonna show him a different number of blitzes. He ain't gonna show him the same blitzes he's seen all season. He's gonna show him a different overloads, exotic blitzes, um, you name it. And we know Spag is famous for blitzing. We know Spags was the one who came up with a NASCAR package when he was a defensive coordinator for the Giants when they won the Super Bowl against the New England Patriots. So we all know he's a veteran defensive coordinator. When the Giants won the Super Bowl, he was a defensive coordinator. So we all know that he's he has the experience. He won't be flustered. He won't be confused, and he'll be ready to go. The question is my defensive coordinator against that Chiefs offense? My defensive coordinator against the unscheduled plays when Patrick Mahomes decides to, if the ankle is okay, if he decides to go to pocket, and then there's Travis Kelce. Will the linebackers be disciplined? Will the safeties be disciplined? Will the cornerback who's covering Kelce be disciplined too? When Kelce is deciding to run a route, then after he sees Patrick Mahomes decides to scramble, and he does a little zigzag or something, and then after find a hole in the zone and gets open, will the linebacker stick with him and not become undisciplined? That's where the Chiefs make their plays. We already seen Travis Kelce take over games number of times, whether having 12 pitches for 100 something yards and 4 touchdowns. We've seen that all season. A lot of us didn't expect the Chiefs to be in this position, being in their last Tyreek Hill. I mean, but when you have a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, anything is possible.
Right.
I mean, you've seen that right now. He's the MVP of the league. You understand why he's the MVP of the league? 3 days here, but it's on Jonathan Gannon to make sure that he keeps preaches that to this to the linebackers that they have to stay disciplined. They have to play sound football because any little mistake, Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes will kill you. On offense, we need to get another great game plan from Jonathan Gannon and not Jonathan Gannon, Shane Steichen and Nick Sirianni again. Let's get one of those great play calling games like we've seen or throughout the season in the playoffs. That game against the Giants when great play calling. A couple of those run plays against the 49ers and stuff like that. Offensive line, same thing again. Dominate. We have the best lines on both sides. Best defensive line, best offensive line. We should be able to win the trenches. That's where you win games, in the trenches. Once we dominate in the trenches, we should win the game, regardless whether it's offense or defense. I expect our offensive line to get some push in the run game. We have to understand, not we, but the coaching staff has to understand that you got to get that run game going. You have to get that run game going. Once you get that running game going, they won't be able to stop us. They won't. Once that offensive line is mauling people all over the field, once this Jordan Mailata, Lane Johnson, what's his name, Jason Kelce is dominating people all over the field, that team is going to be hard to stop. We've seen it earlier. Once that winning game is going, that team is hard to stop. And that's where AJ Brown and Devontae Smith would get open a whole lot. I don't see the how they're going to cover Dallas Goedert in the middle of the field. Because they don't have really man-covered linebackers out there. Who's the start cover? Who's the start corner who could actually cover Dallas Goedert? Who's the safety who could actually cover Dallas Goedert?
Who they got playing safety? Yeah, Mahine.
They got Justin Reed.
Justin Reed. And I mean, the other guy, I think he's a rookie. So, I mean, Justin Reed isn't really the type of man coverage type of safety. That's what I'm saying. So we need to come up with a serious game plan to attack their weakness. They'll do the same. And what we have to worry about on defense is the running backs coming out of the backfield. Because Andy's gonna use a whole lot of that. You know, Patrick Mahomes, you know, he won't be moving a whole lot, so he'll be trying to get the ball out of his hands quickly. So, which means that it's going to be a lot of dump off to the running back, a lot of screen plays, either to the running backs or the wide receiver, even a tight end screen to Travis Kelce. That's been effective in Andy Reid's offense. We've seen that in Philly, and we've seen that in Kansas City. So, and we all know that he's a great screenplay coach. We've seen him done it in Philadelphia with Brian Westbrook, year after year. We've seen him done it with LaShawn McCoy year after year. Even Jeremy Maclin and Deshaun Jackson and even T.O. in the screen game. So we all know how effective that can be in Andy Reid's offense. So there's all that stuff Jonathan Gannon is gonna have to look at and be this and have his team playing sound football and be disciplined. So simple plays like that could make you lose a Super Bowl. You could be up by a touchdown or up by a field goal, and after you give up a big screen play and bam, that's it. It's over. We saw where the Super Bowl against the 49ers, where the 49ers probably had a 10-point lead. What did Andy Reid do to sudden pass rush? Screen them to death. Tyreek Hill in the screen. The running backs in the screen. Travis Kelce in the screen. Slows on the pass rush. Then after that, the defense would bite a little bit, and then you take your shots down the field, and you saw that with Sammy Watkins and Tyreek Hill at times. So you have to be disciplined. You have to play sound football on defense. On offense, you can't let Spags take over the game with his blitzes. He'll try to do it. Like I said before, you've seen it when he played against one of the greatest team that went 17-1 was the New England Patriots. when they had Randy Moss and Wells Welker and Gronk and those guys were dominating teams for that season. I almost went 18-0. But he was, I mean, he like I said before, he came up with that NASCAR package. I mean, he came up with exotic blitzes, overload blitzes that had Brady looking really uncomfortable. And also, they kept that offense off the field. So you're probably going to see Andy Reid try to do the same thing. And Spags is going to try to do the same thing. So on offense and defense, we have to be disciplined. And like I said before, we have to run the football. That's going to be the staple of this game. And then also, keep Patrick Mahomes out the field. They'll be trying to do the same thing for us. Keep us out the field. Let's try dominate the clock, control time of possession, and keep Mahomes off the field.
What he said? Dominate the what?
The clock.
I gotta repeat this.
No,
Dominate
that
the
was.
clock. Hold on. You can hear me? You can hear me now?
Yeah,
Mike.
Go ahead.
Mike. I was saying.
Me, she know why you said that.
I was saying. Sorry. I was saying. My mic fell away. Dominate the clock and control time of possession and keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. They'll be trying to do the same thing. So it's simple and easy as I'm saying it, but it might not be like that. So I expect us to win this game. Is going to be a hard-fought game. I expect us to win this game by 34-27 by a touchdown. 34-27. 34-27. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We walking home with a victory. Street it by my jersey. I want one like this, eh? Number 62.
I can't hear my God.
You can hear me?
Go dominate the whatever you say just now first, and then
You can hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me now?
I can hear you all the time.
You know? Like I said before, I want a jersey like this, a number 62.
Beat Mahomes first. I think something that we don't talk about a lot in the NFL, but they play very good, very, very important role, especially in the Super Bowl, is special teams. You can't give the Eagles neither the Chiefs a shot field position to score. You got to pin each other to the back of the end zone. So I think special teams very important as well, because you know how special teams could change a game. One fumble on a punt could turn the momentum. One good kick-off return could turn the momentum too. So if for the Eagles, you don't want to give Mahomes no kind of short field position. If you got to punt it, but make sure that punt way back. Don't have Mahomes starting from the 40-yard line. That's automatic point. And Mahomes in the offense in the same as big plays. This year's Chiefs offense, they just tear you apart, shred you apart all over the field. So you know why I always say that the battle gotta be won in the trenches. Whichever team could win the battle of the trenches, I think gonna come up with it. But you still have to run that ball. Keep everybody honest. The only way you could slow down Chris Jones is if you run the ball. The only way you could slow down Hassan Reddick and those is if you run the ball effectively. You can't go away from it, and hopefully both teams do it. But I do think it's a battle of the two best teams in the NFL. So it should be fun. Should be. You know, usually when you see these two teams that got high offenses, is the defense that are showing. So I don't think it gonna reach up to the third or fourth something. So last time we look at the what was it? The Chiefs and the
Bengals?
and the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers defense stifled the Chiefs. They couldn't score. I still expected them to score points over. I say more just for the fact that I don't want to boy Jizzle or Jersey. I gonna say 28-24 Eagles. Not Eagles, Chiefs. 28-24 Chiefs. Just for the fact that I don't want to boy the jersey. If I didn't have a bet on it, then I would have picked the Eagles. But just for the fact that I got a bet on it, I'm gonna have to go Chiefs. You know I'm an NFC guy all the way, but Chiefs 28-24. I take Mahomes. I think Jalen Hurts gonna be driving on the last possession of the game, and they either turnover on downs or pick, and then that would be it. The Chiefs win the game 28-24. So that's my prediction. I don't have much to say, and I know we covered a lot of stuff on Tuesday. So it's just get your final word in on what you're thinking. You go from there. We ready for the thing. What do you think, Shane? What your last thoughts be on it?
I still think the more physical team will win the ball game, and the more physical team is the Philadelphia Eagles. I think the Chiefs defense ain't gonna be able to stand up to the offense, and their defense ain't gonna be able to really control Philadelphia's offense either. They just don't have skilled players on defense to do it. I don't see it. You depend on Chris Jones and Frank Clark them coming off that line, but the Eagles got a good offensive line.
Yeah.
Linebackers for the Chiefs, I don't know. Corners for the Chiefs, suspect. You got Justin Reed, probably the only name in the secondary that you really know about. He can't guard.
I still think they're waiting on the only veteran cornerback that had Snead. He was still questionable. I don't know. He's gonna be a game time decision. If you lose, the whole secondary is basically rookies outside of Justin Reed.
You can make a little marky mark. If he's a game time decision, you can't go 100% of the game.
Which is the last game of the season, but if you're on that team, you better play.
But they gonna tell you something else, though. So
you better damn play.
So I think the physical team gonna win the game, and I think it can still be a good game. Yeah, because Mahomes is Mahomes.
Yep.
Kelsey is Kelsey. So it's still gonna be a good game, and that matchup right there is gonna be the deciding factor. Kelsey against the Eagles linebackers. So, I got in with the score 34-21 Eagles. And I think it's gonna be a close game. I think the Eagles gonna be in control the whole game though, but the Chiefs gonna be hanging around. That's my prediction of the game.
So you're rocking with this Jalen Hurts?
I'm rocking with the Eagles.
No, you're rocking with Jalen Hurts.
I'm rocking with the Eagles.
But Jalen Hurts is the man that gotta win it.
Defense win championships.
At 34-31?
Defense still win championships.
He obviously ain't confident in Jalen Hurts, Jizzle.
I ain't saying.
I'm confident.
I ain't rocking with Hurts alone. I think I'll beat the Chiefs like himself.
Mahomes does beat teams by himself.
He ain't got no choice. Now he don't beat them by himself. Kelsey, take Kelsey away from Mahomes.
We had to say that about Tyreek Hill too, you know.
And look what Kelsey do this year.
Look at the other receivers do this year. They step up too. Ever since them get this Kadarius Toney, them guy he run now kind of gadget plays up and down. You can't stop he. Valdez Scantling that always get open. Juju run the intermediate routes. And sometimes you don't even it's only if it's an important game you can hear Kelsey go off. But some of them other games you don't even hear nothing about Kelsey. Then you got Pikachu running in the back just up and down. Then you got Jared McKinnon, a very good pass catching running back. He doing his thing. So you can't see him doing them thing. You know?
He might be the X factor for that game.
That Jared McKinnon, they love he in Kansas City.
And we love those pass catching backs.
Yeah, and he's been good. I think. Remember when he was in Minnesota, he was good. The only thing he was he had tear ACL, I think. And then he was in San Fran, right?
Yeah.
And then he went. Exactly. So it's not like he can't play. He no scrub. But I mean, I still would like to go Philly, but I conquered the Chiefs too much this year. And then tell me shut up and then prove me wrong. So I rocking with the Chiefs. But good luck to Jizzle. He will be in Philly enjoying his Super Bowl.
Second time in 5 years.
Whereas the rest of us will just be hanging out, watching the Super Bowl. Can't say nothing about it. Well, we already did the position breakdown. I think we gave more of the positions to Philly.
Mhm.
The team is more, in our words, complete. We'll have veterans, and the fact that the Chiefs could make the Super Bowl with such a young secondary, that means they're building a team the right way. They get pieces. I don't think Philly can have that luxury next year because I just posted a report in our thing that with all these extensions coming up, Burrow, Hubbard, and everything, Jalen Hurts gonna probably get 50 million a year.
He might get it,
If you're getting 50 million a year,
especially
there's a lot of sacrifices gotta make on the rest of the team.
if he win the Super Bowl and he plays good.
Exactly.
So
Cause Justin Hubbard gonna get close to 50. Joe Burrow gonna get close to Justin Hubbard he ain't do nothing to me yet, but Joe Burrow gonna get 50 million a year for sure.
mm,
So Jalen Hurts, this is the year that Philly need to capitalize. If not, I don't think the team gonna still be a little. It's gonna be good, but they're gonna have to make a lot of sacrifices in terms of building a roster next
good thing
season. But
you got a lot of contracts that's already signed. Like AJ Brown's already signed for 4 years. Devontae Smith is still on his rookie contract, and he'll probably get a 5 year option. Lane Johnson's still on a big year contract. The only people you're gonna lose is probably Bradbury. You should be able to sign back Chauncey Gardner Johnson. Um, you probably
what
lose
about
Bradbury.
what about
You
the
you lose Fletcher Cox. You lose
Brandon Graham?
Brandon Graham.
I don't think you guys gonna sign back Hargreave.
Hargrave might come back. They were
I
saying he might
he
come back.
got somebody gonna get he 18. He's a
Cox
pass rushing defensive tackle.
depends. Yeah.
Pass rushing tackle's gonna get about 18 million.
Um, what you call back? But I think he got a 1 year contract, so he be back next year. He probably won't be back the year after. He contract won't be up until the year after. Fletcher Cox won't be back. I don't think they should bring him back.
The good thing
But
is
Joshua will be back.
if I
You
was
got
IU, I was trading one of your first round picks to pick up more picks and build a roster out like that.
yeah, we could do that. We could do that. But we'll see how the picks fall in the draft. But
Cause you guys
I wouldn't
basically
mind
got
it.
you got your starters already.
Right.
So
If you lose Kelsey, then Cam Joggins that you drafted last year could step in.
right, so
But
you just building.
we lose Maludo at the right guard position. We lose him. Jalen Johnson will be back. Landon Dickinson will be back, and Landon Dickinson I know yet. And Mylata is there for some time. So
Yeah, but you could plug in a rookie right guard easier for the draft.
right. So
It
so
ain't hard to
hopefully
plug in there.
it's like a $45 million contract for Jalen. It's not a 50.
Really, maybe over 50 if you win that Super Bowl.
Yeah, the way you see that, you gotta give that
The bonus.
a bonus.
See,
Yeah, Jeff and the Eagles got the money.
the thing about it is too, the price is gonna skyrocket because the cap gone up.
Right up, yeah.
When the
Right.
cap go up, the contracts go up.
Right.
So if the cap gone up by a record high, well, I want a record high money too.
But Harry Roseman is a great contract negotiator and magician. So he's always good at maneuvering the cap. That's one thing he's good at. Because we had a big cap hit we got rid of it. So look where we at right now. You know what I mean? So he's always good at maneuvering the cap. So he's good at that. So we'll see.
We'll see tomorrow, 6:38. It starts. Super Bowl starts. With the gameplay in Arizona. Right?
Arizona. Yeah, Arizona.
Yeah. So
6:38. That's three something on the West Coast.
mhm. We expect it to be a good. We expect it to be a good showdown next week. Tomorrow, basically two of the best teams play this year. So,
2 number 1 seeds.
yep.
2 number 1 seeds back in the
So it's
Super
not
Bowl.
like it's not like they're just there for fluke. You could probably say the Chiefs got there by a fluke if that fella didn't lick Mahomes off of the out of bounds, but that's part of the game. So we'll see how things go. But like I say, good luck to all Eagles fans. Good luck to all Chiefs fans. You guys enjoy your moment, and unfortunately, one person gonna come out a winner, one gonna come out a loser. But this is what we play for every year. Tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. But I know Jizzle is ready. I'll be here watching the game. So what you can see. Um, I think that's it for the Super Bowl showdown in terms of the showdown. News. You got any news coming up at San Francisco?
Nothing really quiet on the front. Rumors. Nothing serious.
You hired this Steve Wilkes?
I ain't seen no reports in
Man, I think I can't see.
I
I
ain't
can't
seen
see he not being hired.
I ain't seen no reports saying that they're hiring. We lose another coach though, to D'Amico. So
Defensive coach,
somebody.
offense.
I think it was an assistant offensive coach.
I know Arizona's defensive line coach is now the defensive coordinator for the Texans.
Mhm.
Some box. He's joining D'Amico Ryan staff. From Carolina's point of view, I suspected Dam Keepers has come over from Denver to be the defensive assistant, the veteran defensive assistant. He was Avero's right hand man in defense. So he's over, and then we signed Josh McCown to be our quarterbacks coach. Josh McCown hasn't had any quarterback
That's a good
experience,
signing.
but he's been a veteran for a lot of those young quarterbacks. He was kind of like the de facto quarterbacks coach while he was playing for so long with Donald, and then in Philly, and everyone speaks highly of him as a great leader, and he'll probably. I know Shane, you posted that thing today in our chat about how he broke down CJ Stroud.
Yep.
So I mean, those guys are looking at these stuff all the time. We haven't picked up our offensive coordinator yet, but I still think Frank Wright will call the plays. If not, he's kind of waiting on. Um, I think he's waiting on somebody that could fill his staff that he hasn't signed off offensive coordinator yet. It's either that or he's actually gonna just call the plays and would make Do Steely the
Offensive
offensive
coordinator.
coordinator. I think Do Steeler is the running backs coach slash associate head coach,
Mhm.
and Do Steele and
Deuce.
still looking at offensive coordinator. But Josh McCown's our quarterback coach. I think that's a very underrated move. He auditioned for the Houston Texans job 2 straight years without any head coaching experience. So speaks volume of him as a leader. So he'll do good for us as quarterback coach, and then we'll see how we feel about the offensive coordinator. But I don't think outside of that, it still have to be two head coaching hires still to go. This is normally you don't take this long to have two head coaching positions open, but the Cardinals are open, the Colts are open, and realistically, nobody actually knows what direction they're going. Most insiders believe that the next Colts head coach is on the staff for Kansas City or Philly. That's why it's taking so long. So Arizona, I have no idea where Arizona's going. I don't know.
And the coach just keep turning down, eliminating people from the list. Eliminating
Mm-hmm.
guy from the list today.
Kafka Martin deal in the Bengals defensive coordinator.
Mm.
So in my eyes, that still leaves Jeff Saturday, Bienemy, Shane Steichen. So I believe they're gonna hire somebody after one of these Super Bowl teams. And I would assume that's gonna be the same thing for Arizona
Arizona.
because why are you
Right.
taking this long?
Right.
I can't understand, but you don't come tell me we're going through a tower. The season done over a month now. How much more tower you want to be? So I still believe that it's from these two that this going on. So we'll have to see how it goes with them, and then all our things. We looked at the off season from after tomorrow thing, everything goes into the off season, resigning period. We see who uses the franchise tag, and then you may see a few trades or so, and then you hit free agency in March. I think I can't remember the exact date in March, but March is free agency, and then on to the draft in April. So we basically wind down the NFL season, last official game tomorrow, and we just got to see how it goes. But outside of that, I'm just ready for the Super Bowl to enjoy myself. I don't know. That's it for me. I don't know. You guys got anything? Jizzle, you got anything else before your Super Bowl tomorrow?
Other than us being in a big game, nothing else.
Shane, you got anything?
I got this.
Yeah, I mean, not much to say tonight. It's just, give your final word on this Super Bowl. Mahomes versus Hurts. The build up is on. I haven't heard much. I haven't seen much like build up in terms of like the both teams going at it or anything. What?
No.
Maybe you guys side and I didn't, but I haven't
I'm
seen.
saying no.
Sometimes
The teams, the coach got
sometimes
team
you see.
discipline.
Yeah, sometimes you
Yeah.
see the build up, but the only thing you could really say is probably a Sirianni versus Andy Reid thing. But neither that I could really look at
Right.
to say like it's not like Andy Reid groomed Sirianni. He fired him.
Right. So there's no bulletin board material really.
Yeah, he fired him in 2012 at the wide receivers coach. So it's not to say like it was something that I wouldn't say that it's a redemption thing. It's just Sirianni was young at that time, and Reid just came and changed up his staff. So
Staffing.
Right.
yeah, it's not to say it was personal, but I think Sirianni came off of who? Sirianni's off of who? The Frank Wright tree.
Frank Wright. Yeah.
So I know when Frank Wright
He was
got
he was
fired.
with he was with the coach, not the coach, but the Chargers at one point too.
Yeah, I know when Frank Wright got fired in Indianapolis and he played the coach. What you say? This for Frank Wright or something like that?
Frank Wright. Yeah, this is for Frank Wright. Yeah.
And he cried when Frank Wright got thing. He said Frank Wright's done so much for him, but I don't think it's nothing, no beef. Sirianni versus the only thing I could say is young versus old.
Right.
You got young, vibrant head coach now there. Well, I remember when KG had when they had just signed Frank Wright as a head coach. KG was like, "Who the hell he be like this will
Who,
be
Nick
signed?"
Sirianni?
Yeah, I remember when Sirianni I get a head coach.
Yeah, because you didn't know who Sirianni was.
we
You
didn't
didn't
know
know.
what
You
because
didn't know who. Well,
he
I
was the
mean,
Colts offensive coordinator, but Frank Wright
right,
was calling the plays.
right,
It
exactly.
wasn't that Sirianni was calling the plays. Frank Wright was calling the plays. And when you guys hired him, I know KG was kind of like, who this fella is?
Right. Then after you listen to the press conference, you're like, "What the hell is this guy talking about?"
Right.
Tic tac toe and
Them kind of stuff.
you
Yeah,
gotta you gotta plant the seed and lead the
let
flower
it
grow.
grow.
But
Yeah, I remember that.
the players suck it up and they took it because the players said we need to plant the seed and we need to let it grow. So they all took it and ran with it and look where they are right now. I mean, he was the play caller at one point, realized he wasn't doing a good job, and he gave it up to Shane Steichen, and look what his team is. So I mean, look what Jalen Hurts is. Look what the offensive line is. I mean, look what the offense is as a whole. So gotta give him credit too as well. So
Yes,
gotta give Harry Roseman credit too, and Jeffrey Lowe because they knew who Sirianni was. We didn't know who he was. We didn't know what he was about.
I had no idea.
We thought he was a student out of a head coach. Chatting a bunch of nonsense about planting seed and growing flowers and tic tac toe. But it's working, right?
And I mean,
It's
last
working
year
right now.
we could say that they kind of over exceeded expectations last year.
What the hell?
They got KG background.
What nonsense going on here?
So I know last year you guys made playoffs and then lost to the Buccaneers, but that was kind of more of like over exceeding expectations. That was Jalen Hurts' first true test or something like that. And Sirianni got them to the playoffs. And this year, I think the pressure was on Jalen Hurts and Sirianni with that team. And both of them came through on the clutch. You can't say that the thing. I mean, Kansas City have been doing this for what, 6 years now?
Yep.
something like that.
Mhm.
So, is the Eagles gonna create a dynasty? That's something we gotta wait and see. We don't know if they're gonna create a dynasty, but for now, they're a powerhouse. But Philly versus San Fran, 6:38 tomorrow. Shane will probably be in the air that time. No, you gonna be in the air?
I mean,
Or you
yeah,
gonna be on the
He
ground
can be
still?
there. He can be there.
You gonna be in the air that time.
yep.
So
Hopefully they're playing at a game, man.
I'll just catch you somehow.
Shane will be in the air. He's traveling tomorrow. Jizzle will be in Philly. I'll be at home watching it. Tuesday's show between me and Shane. Shane will be out for the next show. Tuesday's show between me and Jizzle is still undetermined. It's Valentine's and KG might have to go all out for you Valentine's, so we don't know yet.
Not if
Probably not.
the Eagles win this Super
You can get that.
That might be Valentine's Day. The Eagles in the Super Bowl. So we gotta see. So we're gonna see Tuesday. If not Tuesday, we definitely will come on before Saturday for sure.
Right.
And
Yeah.
talk some football. We definitely will be on before Saturday. And
Right.
Shane will be back Shane will be back on thing too.
Yep.
For the weekend. And then we'll start to move our show from 3 days to probably 2 and then once a week as we get into the off season. So just look out for the updates on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Keep everyone up to date. But I mean, it's been a long season. The 2023 season is 2022-2023 season is one game from being finished. We've been on our show for the whole season. It's been a good year for us through the show, and we enjoy doing it, and we gotta just keep doing it all year through. But Super Bowl, I won't take anyone's thunder away. All Philly fans, enjoy yourself. All Chiefs fans, enjoy yourself, and we'll see who comes out the Super Bowl champions on Sunday night, Monday.
Sunday night, you can hear it.
Sunday night.
Sunday
yeah.
night.
So, what? That's it from me. Yeah. I'm out. You guys, anything else to say?
Just say good luck to KG. Kind of bittersweet, but good luck.
Super Bowl victory!
I ain't gonna work out of that.
All right. So we'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Peace.
Peace.